Shane Fleming here, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to actually do a quick video on what it's like to be a real estate agent working from home who is self-employed in the midst of this coronavirus. So some of you may know already that I'm a real estate agent here in Dublin, Ireland. Also, just to let you know, I am self-employed. I run my own business. I have been running my own business for a number of years. Previous to that, worked in major companies throughout Dublin and was involved in real estate and commercial real estate throughout Ireland. But the last 4 years I've been working for myself, technically self-employed. So these are going to be kind of challenging times for me ahead. But I suppose I feel kind of blessed that I am self-employed and I can make my own decisions in terms of how I adapt to this crisis and how I move forward. So in terms of kind of stress levels for my own business, at least it's me who makes those decisions when you are self-employed. And I feel that given the circumstances we're in and given what I've built over the last 4 years, I think I'm on strong footing to continue to kind of move forward after this is all over and behind us. So what is it like to be a real estate agent locked up at home for the next few weeks, months maybe? So I'm going to go through what I've been doing to keep safe and to keep busy as well. So let's get on with it. So actually staying healthy is actually my very first priority. So eating well and running and keeping fit are my two main priorities each day. This is the view I actually have at the moment. I sometimes do work from home a bit anyway, but this has been my view for the last few weeks anyway, because trying to stay at home as much as possible, working on a number of rent reviews, so reviewing leases, going through rent review clauses and reviewing leases for third party and stuff like that at the moment. It is something I actually really enjoy doing. I like negotiations and I like rent reviews, so it's something that I think I'll keep very busy on while we are in this lockdown. It is something that you can kind of do a little bit, or most of it you can do in terms of writing reports from home anyway. So it's something that I will probably focus on for the next little while. Also, in an effort to try keep productive, this is something I generally do anyway, but I've upped it to 2 boards now, one for a day and one for a week. I'm going to have to block out some of that stuff so people don't know what I'm working on, but that is kind of how I've been trying my best to keep productive. Something I have noticed over the last week or two is my levels have dropped. I think that's probably understandable given the stresses and strains that people are under, but it is something I'm kind of more and more focused on, putting something down to get done every day and crossing those things off as we go. But it's a beautiful day out in Rathmines. I'm probably going to, it's coming up to 11 o'clock. I'm probably going to go for a quick run. It's something I like to do before lunchtime now anyway. And today seems like a particularly nice day to go out for a run. Generally I would have been going to the gym beforehand in the mornings, but at the moment with the gyms closed, lunchtime run seems to sit well with my schedule. Am I actually insane? But why do I enjoy actually reading these leases and finding little differences and loopholes or ways to make an argument stick together? Am I weird? So on my way for this run, some of you that have seen my Instagram will have noticed that I have a little bit of a routine to get out of the house. I have my outdoor runners and my indoor ones, and they're safe, so when I get back in I can just throw them on and take the other ones off, so I'm not dragging any corona back into the house with me. You have seen my Instagram will know what's going to happen here, but any of you haven't. You're in for a treat here, guys. There we go, karate kick. This is one beautiful house. Love it. And an amazing road. Love this road. Love running down this road. I think it's a great road. It's quite enough. The reason I picked it today. Not many people out. 1 or 2 people. But quite enough. The houses in here are dream houses. Love them. But let me flip this around. So just out on my run, a few thoughts popped into my head. One was maybe wait for that truck to go by. I don't understand how these vloggers do it out and about, but anyway. So one of the things I noticed, which is a good thing, Rathmines is quite quiet. A lot of shops had closed other than pharmacies and small convenience stores. because I did notice yesterday, the day before, there was some shops open that probably didn't need to be, like barbers and so on. So probably a good thing that they're closed now. And the streets were reasonably quiet. I suppose as I'm walking down this road, I'm kind of thinking of my girlfriend Christine, who's over in, like, look at this place, amazing. Sorry, back on track. Christine, who's over in America at the moment. Kind of we run down this road the odd time, so thinking about her. We always admire the houses. She's struggling a little bit. Her sister-in-law is due to give birth this week in New York City, so that's going to be pretty stressful for the family, and her mum's quite ill. So I suppose I've been trying to think about what I do while I'm away from her and I can't get over to her, what I can do for her. So it's kind of hard enough to kind of think about those kind of things, but I think the first thing that I was kind of thinking about was I need to stay healthy myself. I need to make sure I stay healthy. And then that kind of got me thinking about if you look after yourself, or all of us look after ourselves to make sure we stay healthy, to look out for other people, that's the important thing, because if we don't get sick, we don't clog up the health service. And I suppose it also got me thinking about all the health staff around the world that are trying to stay healthy while they protect other people and make people or help people get better, that they are not actually being protected the way they should be, because governments or hospitals don't have the equipment for them. And I think it's something, the only way we can help them as individuals is just stay healthy. So I think that's what I need to do for Christine while I can't get over to her. I need to stay healthy and focus on me being healthy so I can be there for her when she needs me. It's kind of like those airplane kind of signs when they say look after yourself before you look after your kid, when those air masks drop. It's kind of, if you're not healthy yourself, you won't be there to look after the people who need it around you. So that's my message running down this road. Also something, I love this road, me and Christine have talked about it before, that it is a kind of road we'd love to live on. So I did sell at my house last year. We were looking to buy something but didn't really work out, but I do think, like, look at this place, love this place, lovely. It is kind of a lovely road, so maybe in about 10 years we'll keep working hard, me and Christine, get one of these houses, who knows. So while I am walking around or running through Dublin 6, well, walking right now while I'm recording this, I want to give a shout out to my uncle-in-law, Philip Daly. It's his birthday today. He's actually very active here in the community here in Dublin 6 and Rathmines and Ranelagh. He looks after a lot of the elderly population here and the vulnerable. He coordinates the Meals on Wheels, so he is very active at the moment, and he is putting himself into vulnerable situations, but making sure people who are more vulnerable than him are being looked after in this difficult time. It's his birthday today. He does a lot here for the community. Very proud of him, very proud that I can call him my uncle-in-law. He's done a lot for our family, and I hope he has a great birthday today, even though I think it's going to be a very difficult day for him. So I then ran into Harcourt Street and collected my post. Probably have to do this at least once a week. So back in for my run. Beautiful day out there, fantastic, beautiful clear skies. There was a good lot of people out there going and exercising, but actually everyone was keeping their distance, so that was good to see. Surprisingly, one or two shops were open when I got closer into town. Surprisingly enough, a few coffee shops were open, so a bit surprised how they can maintain their business at the moment. But just to talk about a little bit of property stuff. So it's going to be hard times for nearly all property agents around the world. It's definitely going to be a hard time for agents here in Ireland. There is a good bit of support that some of our suppliers are actually giving to us, like Daft and My Home have announced discounts. My Home have announced a 50% discount, I think it is, and Daft have announced a month's free next month and a 50% discount up until September. I think that's it. it will depend on each agent's package, but roughly I think that's the package that they've given to each other. So it's good that they've come out and said that. I suppose like every other crisis, there's always a call for kind of, oh, the market's going to shift dramatically when we get out of this. There's going to be a huge shift change towards online or shift change to virtual reality. One, I don't see people buying property too much on virtual reality. It's a marketing tool. It's a great marketing tool, but it's not. It's just an add-on. It's not really what will sell property. I do think there will be some shifts in regards to how real estate agents operate here in Ireland. There will be I think agents will get more savvy in terms of how they actually advertise their properties. But it will take a long time for that to happen. It won't happen immediately. There are some people who believe that maybe there will be a total shift change when we come out of this, and there'll be more people working for themselves, or bigger businesses will fall, and there'll be more people working for themselves. Again, I don't quite think that's going to be true. I think this downturn's actually kind of show people, or kind of actually make people want the security of actually working for someone else and not having to make big decisions or taking risks. So there will be maybe a lack of risk out there within the market when we get out of this, from both people investing and also from people who may have thought about going out on their own, who may actually be second guessing it now. But in terms of working for yourself as a real estate agent, I do really enjoy it, and if there are people who are interested in it, give us a shout, DM me on Instagram. I'm always happy to answer questions. Always happy to share any insights I have in running my business for the last few years. Something I really enjoy doing. I like helping other people out as well. So if anyone wants some advice, or not even advice, but just kind of what I've done right or what I've done wrong over the last few years, always happy to help. So I actually really enjoy working in real estate, really enjoy working here in Dublin. I think it's a fantastic place to work. It's a fantastic place to do business. Most people are very friendly, most agents are very friendly and easy to get on with. So, and I think most of us share insights as well, and are happy to kind of, I'm certainly happy to share any insights that I have, or any kind of tricks I might pick up. I'm happy to share them with other agents if they ever ask. I think it is a kind of an industry that is they have to work with each other. There's only a small number of us, so therefore we do cross paths quite a lot. So you don't want to burn any bridges, because your job will get a lot harder if you burn those bridges. But I really enjoy it. I think the future is bright for property here in Dublin. I think the future of working in real estate is positive here in Dublin. I think there's lots of people working on prop tech. There's lots of people trying to develop different types of agencies in terms of hubs and kind of collections of agencies to come together and share resources. So, and then there's other agents that are bigger agents that continue to grow and push the boundary all the time. So there's a whole scope of different size agencies here in Dublin, and I think everyone finds their niche and where they're comfortable. And I think it is a great place to work, and it's a great industry to work in. So I'm very positive for the future here. It may take us a little while to get back on our feet, but I'm hoping most of us will survive. And with the government support in regards to salaries, I think most agents should hopefully be able to retain most of their staff during this difficult period, because I think that was probably a big worry for a lot of business owners in the last few weeks in regards to staff retention. So hopefully now, with the assistance from the government in terms of salaries, most agents will actually be able to retain most of their staff. So to kind of quickly recap in regards to the changing days that are upon us here now, here working in real estate and working from home, I think the two nuggets that I could probably give right now is, the first one is to stay productive. Mark out, write out a list of what you want to do that day and what you want to achieve that day, and like that, part of that can be actually maintaining a healthy lifestyle as well, going for a run, eating well, drinking water, all that stuff. Like, they should be on your lists as well, to make sure you tick them off, and you tick off what tasks you need to do within your business and get them done. Don't make it too hard. Just make sure you get through what you need to do that day, and stay productive. So that would be my first kind of tip for people who are working from home within the real estate industry at the moment. And my second one would be probably look at your business and see where the cash flow can come from. See if you can retrain or reallocate some staff to where that cash flow will come from. If they were in sales, maybe sales aren't happening and maybe lettings will happen on the residential side. So maybe agents who were selling property could be redeployed in terms of lettings and so on. Or even redeployed into the management side of things, because even though there may not be a huge amount of fees coming in from management companies, I do think there's going to be an awful lot of issues that management companies will face. So I think businesses need to look to see where they're going to be busy and see if they can redeploy staff during the next few months. So if anyone wants to have a chat, please feel free to reach out. My email details are below. Also, a very easy place to get me is to DM me on Instagram. And thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for other ideas, pop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Until next time.